Hello, friends, or friend-like people, or just me, who knows? You live alone, you die alone, you read alone. I'm still working through Some by David Eagleman. You've made it pretty far into the book, or at least I have. I don't know your business. So let's get into it. This one's called Death Switch. There is no afterlife, but a version of us lives on nonetheless. At the beginning of the computer era, people died with passwords in their heads and no one could access their files. When access to these files was critical, companies could grind to a halt. That's when programmers invented death switches. With a death switch, the computer prompts you for your password once a week to make sure you are still alive. When you don't enter your password for some period of time, the computer deduces you are dead, and your password is automatically emailed to the second in command. Individuals began to use death switches to reveal Swiss bank account numbers to their heirs, to get the last word in an argument, and to confess secrets that were unspeakable during their lifetime. It soon became appreciated that death switches provided a good opportunity to say goodbye electronically. Instead of sending out passwords, people began programming their computers to send emails to their friends announcing their own death. "It appears I'm dead now," the email would begin. "I'll take this as an opportunity to tell you things I've always wanted to express." Soon enough, people realized they could program messages to be delivered on dates in the future. "Happy 87th birthday. It's been 22 years since my death. I hope your life is proceeding delightfully." With time, people began to push death switches further. Instead of confessing their death in the emails, they pretended they were not dead at all. Using autoresponder algorithms that cleverly analyzed incoming messages, a death switch could generate apologetic excuses to turn down invitations, to send congratulations on a life event, and to claim to be looking forward to a chance to see someone again soon. Today, building a death switch to pretend you are not dead has become an art form. Death switches are programmed to send a fax occasionally, make a transfer between bank accounts, or make an online purchase of the latest novel. The most sophisticated switches reminisce about shared adventures, exchange memories about a good escapade, swap inside jokes, brag about past feats, and summon up lifetimes of experience. In this way, death switches have established themselves as a cosmic joke on mortality. Humans have discovered that they cannot stop death, but at least they can spit in his drink. This began as a good-spirited revolution against the grave's silence. The problem for those of us still living, however, is the increasing difficulty in determining who's dead and who's alive. Computers operate around the clock, sending out the social intercourse of the dead. Greetings, condolences, invitations, flirtations, excuses, small talk, inside jokes. Codes between people who know each other well. And it is clear now where the society is going. Most people have died off, and we are some of the few remaining. By the time we die and our death switches are triggered, there will be nothing left but a sophisticated network of transactions with no one to read them. A society of emails zipping back and forth under silent satellites orbiting a soundless planet. So an afterlife does not exist for us per se, but instead an afterlife occurs for that which exists between us. When an alien civilization eventually bumps into Earth, they will immediately be able to understand what humans were about, because what will remain is the network of relationships. Who loved whom, who competed, who cheated, who laughed together over road trips and holiday dinners. Each person's ties to bosses, brothers, and lovers are etched into the electronic communiques. The death switches simulate the society so completely that the entire social network is reconstructible. The planet's memories survive in zeros and ones. This situation allows us indefinitely to revisit shared jokes, remedy lost opportunities for a kind word, and recall stories about delightful earthly experiences that can no longer be felt. Memories now live on their own. No one forgets them or grows tired of telling them. We are quite satisfied with this arrangement, because reminiscing about our glory days of existence is perhaps all that would have happened in an afterlife anyway. Wasn't that beautiful? I liked that one very much. That's today's story. If you liked this, there are more in the past and also the future. And if you don't like it, send a complaint to corporate. I don't know what to tell you. That's all I have. May the odds be ever in your favor, but only if you read.